Alright, guys, so our today's topic is multiplying and dividing real numbers. So, before we actually get started, I'm gonna cover you guys some of the most important things you have to know before we're doing some real problem. So, the first thing, always remember, always do the multiplication before the addition. Alright? You always have to do the multiplication. So over here, so multiplication means something like this. You have a cross, you have a dot, and then also the division. So you always do the multiplication, and the division. Okay. Let me add it a little bit. So you basically always do the multiplication and division before addition and subtraction. Subtraction, alright? Multiplication, plus, across, a dot, and this is division, right? And then addition is just plus and then minus, right? So you always do multiplication and division before addition and subtraction. So let's talking about some of the property of multiplication and division. Okay. So the first property is the product of two numbers. Okay, the product means multiplication. Okay, product simply means multiplication. Okay, multiplication of two numbers with different sign is negative. So let me give you guys some example. Okay, so here they're talking about product, right? So you got a number A, right? And then so here it was different sign. So you got a negative A, right? So it's always gonna be negative, right? So you got not a positive number and then you multiply a negative number. So it's gonna be a negative number, right? So that's all the meaning over here. Alright? And the second thing is the product. So product so product means multiplication, okay? Sorry for my writing, but the product of a two number with the same sign is positive. So you got a number A, right? And then since it's gonna be the same sign, so maybe you got another number called B. And then those are all positive, right? So you have a positive, so it's gonna be positive. So we're not gonna talking about the result over here. So actually the result over here is gonna be AB. And since both are positive, and those are positive, right? So it's gonna be positive. So that's the rule meaning over here. So maybe another example. So you go to negative A and then negative B, right? So you're gonna have multiply. Sorry, let me rephrase a little bit. So you got negative, right? So the product of two numbers with the same sign, right? Those have the same sign. But remember, negative multiplied negative is gonna be positive, right? So it's gonna be positive, right? So actually over here, no matter what are positive and negative, as long as the product that of two numbers with the same sign is gonna be positive. So that's that. I mean, in the example over here already show it, right? So keep in mind. And then over here we got some property. Property 3 say A multiplied by 1 is equal to 1 multiplied by A is equal to A. A real example is something like you have a 2 multiplied by 1 is equal to 1 multiplied by 2, so it's going to be 2, right? And then over here property 4 is A multiplied by 0 is equal to 0 multiplied by A is equal to 0, so something like 4 multiplied by 0 and 0 multiplied by 4 is equal to 0, right? And then the property 5 is a multiplied 1 over a is equal to 1. So a real example is going to be something like, you got maybe you go to 5 and then you multiply 1 over 5, so you just get cancelled and then it's going to be 1, right? So so for property 6, the quotient. So over here, the whenever you see sorry, so also quantity, something like that. It's gonna be whenever you see this word, you know it's gonna be division, okay, of two number with the different sign is negative. So a real example is gonna be something like maybe something like you got a and then you got a negative b, right? So here, so quantum means division of two number with different signs. So we can see here a is positive and the b is negative. So obviously positive, negative, and negative is going to be negative, right? So that is how this rule applied it, right? So you see this is negative, right? And then over here, the quotient of two numbers with the same sign is positive. So quotient means division, right? So division. So maybe you got a number a and c, right? So you got a is positive, b is also positive. So simply because they have the same sign, right? They have the same sign. So this is going to be positive, right? This also applies to since they have the same sign, those can be also negative, right? So they have the same sign, right? So a is negative, c is also negative, but the negative and negative is going to get cancelled, so it's going to be positive, right? Right. So property 8 is division by 0 is undefined. So the meaning over here is that so you got a number a, right, as the numerator. So this part is called the numerator, right, at the top. The top part is called the numerator, and then if you have a 0 as a denominator, so the bottom part, the top part is called the numerator, and the bottom part is called the denominator. Whenever you see the bottom part is the 0, the denominator is equal to 0 is equal to undefined. Okay. So division by 0. Division means division by 0 is undefined. So whenever you see the bottom part, the denominator is 0, then it's going to be undefined. So the answer, whenever you see this kind of question, it's going to be undefined. Okay, that's everything for the property part. Yeah, that's basically everything for the property part. All right. Okay, so let's move to the question. Let's do some question. Okay, now it's 29. It's the time to doing some question. So the first one is 4 multiplied by 10, right? So you got a 4 and then you multiply by 10. So obviously it's gonna be 40. So this is just some basic. I want to make sure everything goes start with some easy question, right? So question 2, what we have over here. So question 2, what we have over here is a negative number and a positive number. So what you need to know, you need to keep in mind is that the answer will be negative. Right? So you write down the negative sign at the beginning. And then multiply 9, it's just going to be 9. So 9. So it's negative 9. This is the answer for question 2. Right? And then let's move into question 3. So question 3, what you can see over here is negative 9, and then multiply negative 9 multiply and put negative 2 over 3. So you can see over here, this is going to be negative and negative. So you know the result is going to be positive, right? And then you're just going to do the rest. So you're using 9 multiply 2 over 3, and then you know, so 3, so you're gonna get cancelled, right? Right? You got a 3 over here, and then 9 is 3 multiplied by 3, right? So you cancel it, then you 99 becomes 3, and then it's just gonna be 3 multiplied by 2, it's gonna be 6. So you know the answer is gonna be plus a positive 6, just equal to 6. Okay. And then on question 4, you can see this is a fraction. So because there are some decimal behind it. So 3.25 is multiplied negative 4. So you, right away you know the answer is going to be negative, right? So you write down the negative sign, and then you do the rest, the rest of the part. So using 3.25 multiplied by 4, right? So basically you can see 3.25 has more digits, but 4 only have one digit. So you always putting 3.25 at the top, and then when you multiply it, when you multiply, you putting the 3.25 at the top, and then putting 4 at the bottom. So this is gonna be make sense. They will make things easy for you to do it. Okay. I mean, easy for you to calculate it without a calculator. So here we got 4 multiplied by 5. So obviously it will be 20, right? 20. So you put down the 0, and then you put the 2, behind it, right? And then it's 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 4. So it's gonna be 8. And then you 8 plus 2 is gonna be 10. So you put down the 1, and then you put down the 0, right? And then after that you got 3 multiplied by 4. So it's 12. 12 plus 1 is 13. So this is how you get the right result. Okay, so this is how you get the right result without using a calculator. Okay, so basically after that, all you need to do is, since here you got 2 decimal places, so you put decimal two places over here. Okay, so you put 2 decimal places over here, so you know the answer is going to be 13, so it's negative 13, right? So here you see there are 2 decimal places, so you put dot dot. So the 2 decimal places before from this side, okay, from the right side. So you put 2, so you know the answer is going to be 13. The right side, okay, the right side. So negative 13, that's the answer for question 4. Then let's move into question 5. Question 5, what you see, you have a 0, right? So remember one of the properties, right? You guys remember it, right? So the one of the property is say 0 multiplied by a equal to a multiplied by 0. It's going to be 0, right? So obviously the answer over here is going to be 0. So whenever you see something like 0 multiplied by something, it's always going to be 0. Okay, so it's going to be 0. Okay, let's move into question 7. Question 7. Right away you can see it's negative 4 over 7 multiply 7 over 4. So you know that the correct answer is going to be something negative, right? And then you're doing the rest of the part, right? So let me tell you, so that is something easy way to figure out what is the solution. So the easy way when you're doing this kind of question, you just cancel, and then you get 1. So you right away know it's going to be negative 1. But if you cannot see it, okay, let me tell you the detail about why here is equal to 1. Okay, let me show you the detail about why here is equal to 1. So you see 7 over 4 multiplied by 7, 4 over 7 multiplied by 7 over 4. So you put the denominator, right, and then put the numerator. Because seeing this multiplication, so you are able to do, you just put them together, right? And then you can see it, right? So this obviously the same thing, right? 4 multiplied by 7, 4 multiplied by 7. So just get cancelled. So that's why it's equal to 1. So that's why you are able to cancel. When you see it, you are able to cancel it. Okay, so here is the detail why this why you can actually doing this. Okay, so the answer here always remember you have to make sure you go the right side. Okay, you have to make sure you go the right side. You don't want to write it one cause okay before you actually doing this. I mean doing the step over here, you want to make sure you put it the right side. Okay, cause here is negative, so the answer is negative, right? So you don't want to forget about it. It's negative. Otherwise you got the wrong answer. Okay. Yeah, so make sure you put the right sign before you actually doing some kind of step like this. Okay. So here, as we say before, you want to make sure you have the right sign at the beginning. After that, you can do whatever you want it, right? So here you got negative and then negative, and then you have a division over here, right? So right at the beginning, even as a division, there are two negative numbers, right? So remember one of the property applied, it basically say about that if two number, right? If two number have the same sign, right? Have the same sign, the quanta will be positive, something like that, right? Will be positive, right? Something like that, right? So the answer over here is gonna be positive, right? It's gonna be positive. So after that, you just have to do the rest of the part. So 35 multiplied by 7, obviously it's gonna be 7 over, right? And then 7. So basically this is the thing how it's gonna work, right? So basically whenever you see 35 multiplied by 7, you always put the number at the right as the denominator. Okay, so here 7 is on the right hand side, so it's gonna be 7 on the denominator and 35 on the numerator. Okay, so and then 7 you cannot simplify it, and then 35 is actually equal to 5 over 7. So 5 minus 7 is 35, right? So you just cancel it. So it equal to 5. So the answer is going to be positive 5. Right? So that is the answer for question 7. So let's move into question 8. Okay, let's move into question 8. So here, this already affects and you see a negative sign over here. So right away it's going to be negative. Then after that you have to simplify it. Right? So you got 15 over 16. So the right way to simplify is 15. 15 is equal to 5 multiplied by 3, right? 15 is actually 5 multiplied by 3, right? And then 16. What about 16? 16 is actually 5 multiplied by 12, right? 5. So 16 is actually 5 multiplied by 12, right? So you may ask why so for 15 there's only one way, cause only how to make a 15 is 3 multiplied by 5. That's the only way, right? So the thing here is you want to simplify, so you want to make things cancel, right? You want to make things cancel. That's why I start with 5, cause 5 is the biggest number. Cause 5 is the biggest number for 15. So you want to make it 5, and then 5 multiplied by 12 is actually 16. So you want to get 5 cancelled, right? And then things start become easy, cause 3 multiplied by 4 is actually, right? So 3 multiply by 4, it becomes 12. So now everything get cancelled, so it's gonna be negative 4, right? So the only thing left is 4, right? So the answer is going to be negative 4, right? Okay, so here what we can see is 0 as the denominator, right? Right before we say that something like if the 0 is sorry, 0 right here, 0 is on numerator, right here 0 is on numerator. Right before we say there's a one property, say if 0 is on denominator, right? So this here is the numerator, it's gonna be undefined, right? But here since 0 is on numerator, it's gonna be 0, okay? Wherever you see 0 is on the numerator, the answer is always gonna be 0. It's not undefined, okay? It's not undefined. So okay, so let's move into question time. So as we just said before, right? It's right here, 0 is on the denominator. So as one of the property we mentioned before, some property like 0, then it's just gonna be undefined, right? So here the answer is undefined. Okay, you just write it down undefined. So this is the solution for it. Okay, so for question 11, so what you can see is that you got -6 multiply -3 as the numerator. So you see, first thing you have to do is you have to simplify this part. You have to simplify it, and then since they have the same sign, it's gonna be positive, right? So -6 multiplied by -13, 3 is gonna be 18, right? Then you just wanna get cancel. It's gonna be simplified again, right? So 2 multiplied by 9 is 18, right? So 2 multiplied by 9 is 18. And the detail step is something like something like this. So 18 is equal to 9 multiplied by 12. So 2 and 2 cancel, it can be 9. Right, so it's going to be 9 as the solution for question 11. Okay, so for question 12, what you can see is that we have to simplify the numerator first, right? Because the denominator is only one number, so we don't have to simplify. So on the numerator, we got -7 plus 3. So you can see -7 is actually bigger than 3. So obviously the result is going to be negative, right? But then 3, -7, and 7 minus 3 is going to be 4, right? Right? So -6. So like -7 plus 3, it's going to be -4, right? And then you can see the denominator and the numerator, they have the same sign, so it's going to be positive, right? As one of the property we mentioned before, the quotient with the same sign is going to be positive, so you just get cancelled, and then search 36, 4 multiplied by 9, right? 36 actually 4 multiplied by 9, so you get 4 get cancelled, it's going to be 9, right? So the answer over here is actually 9, right? So yeah, there's no many questions left. Okay, if you want to see the result, just speed up. Okay, if you really want to know the detail of all of the question, then you may want to slow down a little bit. I will try my best to explain in detail for all of the questions. Okay, for certain, so let's just do it in the fast way. Okay, I'm going to show you guys how. So since we have already doing many questions, so I just want to show you guys how to do those questions really fast. Okay, so here 6 multiplied by 10 is going to be -4, right? And then here -3, and then you negative, and then another negative, right? So it's going to be positive. So it's -3 plus 3, right? So it's -4 over 0, right? So as one of the part, as I mentioned before, if 0 is on the numerator, it's not going to be undefined, it's going to be 0. Okay, then question 14. So you need to remember, always do the same, the same in the bracket first. Okay. You need to remember, always do the same. So here we have a bracket, so we have to do the same in the bracket first. Okay. So here you got a -7, right? And then you got negative and negative, so it's going to be positive, right? So here -7 plus 3 is going to be -4, right? Here you got negative, so you know it's going to be positive. It's going because those two numbers are half. So the product, the product of two numbers with the same sign is going to be positive, right? So it's going to be positive. So therefore it's going to be 8, right? So the answer over here is actually 8. So on question 15, so now we have some product, right? So basically, the product, cause here is with here you have power 2. So how you read this is negative to the power 2, right? And then here is how you read it is 5 to the power 2, right? Since 2 is an even number, all the results going to be positive, right? So here negative, so here basically what I'm talking about is that the negative 8 power to the power 2 is actually equal to the 8 to the power 2. The negative doesn't really matter. So here 8 to the power 2 is actually 8 multiplied by 8, right? And then so 5 to the power 2 is actually 5 multiplied by 5. So this is the detail, but if you really want to do it fast, you just go straight to the answer. So 8 multiplied 8 to the power, so 8 to the power 2 is actually 64, right? You just go straight to 64, and then 5 to the power 2 is actually 25, right? And then since 36 is bigger than 25, so it's going to be something number positive, right? And then you just minus it. So let me show you guys the details. Okay, 64 and 25, right? So 4 is less than 5, so you have to borrow 1, right? So it's going to be 9, right? So since we borrow 1 from 6 becomes 5. 5 multiplied by 2 is always 3, so the answer is actually 39. Okay, so the answer is actually 39. Let me erase this part. Right, so the answer over here is actually 39. Okay, so this is the last question, right? So they're just doing the fast way. Okay, so you see there's a negative over here, so the final result is definitely negative, right? So let me show you, it's definitely negative, so you put negative over here. Okay, so let me show you guys the detail about how you're doing this. Okay, so you're putting down, and then so the full detail is since 3 over 8 is at the numerator. This thing at numerator. So this is actually equivalent to this. Okay. Yeah, maybe I should put a negative sign over here. Okay. So this thing is actually equivalent to this. So the trick about how you doing this is you want to simplify this part. So how you simplify this part? See, this is 1 over 3 over 4, right? So you got a 1 over here, and then this is 3 over 4. So you just reverse it. Okay, you just reverse it. So 3 over 4 becomes 4 over 3. That's how you do it. So now things just become easy, right? So as I mentioned before, you can actually cancel it, right? And then 4 you can just say cancel become 2, right? Cause 8 actually is equal to 4 multiplied by 2, right? So the answer is -2. But so let me show you the details, the full details about how you actually do it. Okay, so if you cannot see it, then you have to do the complex way, right? So you know the answer is going to be negative, so you multiply them together, right? So you multiply them together and you see 3 and 3, so it get cancelled, right? And then the rest thing it just become 8 and 4, right? And then basically, 4 cannot change it, so 4 is still 4, but 8 is actually 4 multiplied by 2, right? So 4 and 4 cancel, and this cannot. This is the most simplified form, right, ever. So it just cannot cancel anymore. So here we go. So the answer over here. Sorry. Okay. So since 8 is as the numerator, as the denominator, so you know the answer is actually negative. So answer is actually negative 1 over 2. Alright. So here we go. So thank you guys for watching my video. But if you like this video, please just subscribe to my channel. I'll be very appreciated. Okay. Alright, see you guys next time.